Welcome to Bear TV and the final update for the spring semester. I'm Olivia Kinney.
And I'm Chase Ellis. As we enter the end of the semester, we want to be the first to wish the 2013 graduates good luck.
On this episode, we have Rebecca Ratliff giving our campus update. Jaleesa Jones joins us with a spotlight on some of our spring sports seniors. Joey Adkins sheds some light on the interning process, and Chase has a special report on the upcoming inauguration of Dr. James Hurley.
But we start today with Rebecca and Olivia sharing with us a spotlight on the seniors.
Seniors, we have made it into the home stretch, but there are still some important dates and events to remember as graduation comes into view.
As you prepare for graduation, you need to remember to check your balance with the business office to make sure your balance is at zero.
Commencement practice will be held Thursday, May 16th at 10 a.m. at the Expo Center. All graduates participating in the commencement ceremony are expected to attend.
For all you nurses, the pinning will be held on Thursday, May 16th at 7 p.m.
The day every senior has been waiting for is almost here. Commencement will be held Saturday, May 18th at 2 p.m. at the Eastern Kentucky Expo Center. Make sure all students participating in graduation arrive at the Expo Center no later than 1:15 p.m.
Now the important question, what to wear. Ladies, you need to wear dark, low-heeled shoes and a comfortable dress or black dress pants. If you're going to wear some jewelry, make sure it's small so not to distract from the attire.
Men should wear dark dress pants, a shirt with a dark tie, and dark dress shoes. Remember, guys, men are to remove their caps during prayer and presentation of colors.
Tassels are to be worn on the right side of your cap until you're asked to move them to the left.
You are also asked not to carry any personal belongings with you. Yes, this means no cell phones, and please, no gum.
And if you're wondering about those honor cords, they will be distributed during commencement lineup.
Students graduating with honors will drape the cord over their right forearm during commencement.
Upon presentation of your diploma, you will offer the cord to the president of the University of Pikeville, and he will place it over your head and around your neck.
With that being said, congratulations, class of 2013, from our staff here at Bear TV.
Thank you, Rebecca and Olivia. As we all know, Hillbilly Days 2013 just wrapped up here in Pikeville. Here with a look back on the festival are Jake Cyrus and Trevor Setti.
Live from Pikeville, Kentucky, it's Hillbilly Days. I'm Trevor Setti. Join me.
Thank y'all.
Woo! Up high, up high, up high. High five, yes. Up high, man. High fives. The national tradition, especially at Hillbilly Days. They all love them. Hey, how you doing? Good? Not only is it an awesome time for the adults, but even the kids get in on the act and having a great time over here at the park. Hi, Isabella. I'm Trevor. Do you have fun at Hillbilly Days?
Yes.
Is it the most fun of the year?
Uh-huh.
Sweet. I'm having a blast. Are you having a blast?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of Hillbilly Days?
The park.
The park. Hey, what's your name?
What?
What's your name?
Charles Huffman?
Charles Huffman. Having a good time?
Yeah, having a great time.
How long you been clogging?
Oh, 2 years.
How many Hillbilly Days you been to?
Beg pardon?
How many Hillbilly Days you been to?
More than I can count.
Having a good time this year?
It's hard driving through the people
Oh, I'm sure it is, my man. What's your favorite part of Hillbilly Days?
when it's over.
We're here with University of Pikeville professor Dr. David Roby. How you doing, man?
Fantastic. How are you, Trevor?
I'm amazing, man. What do you think about this out here?
I love it. This is awesome.
How many years you been out here?
This will be my third time.
It gets better every time, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I know you're really tired from these past 3 days of festivities.
Not really. I've had a couple days off, been able to sleep in. It's worked out pretty well for me.
Yes, it has. Me too. What's your favorite part of Hillbilly Days?
The food.
Easily.
Easily the food.
We turn our attention now to the world of interning.
Joey Adkins, who has served as an intern himself this semester, is here to talk about the process and dispel some misconceptions about interning.
Internships are in a way a critical component to education. It is the practical application of a student's education. They've learned so much classroom knowledge, book knowledge if you would, and they need to learn to apply it, and an internship is a perfect example of how a student would be able to take that book knowledge and put it in and use it in a practical setting. So it's really a key component of education in general. A student, if they want to seek an internship can be for credit. A student can get up to, in many cases, 6 hours of credit, depending on the internship course. Usually I'll ask some questions of the student, what they're doing, what their plans are, but it moves forward in an approval process.
Okay, students in our communication program are required to complete an internship. Other students in other majors, it can be required or non-required. But for our communication majors, we do require it because we see it as an important step for them to make the transition from what they're learning in the classroom to what they're going to be doing as professionals. When you meet with the internship supervisor, you're going to need to discuss what it is that particular location is going to have you do in terms of tasks and duties. You're going to have to work out hours that you would need to work because there's an hour requirement. If you're interning during a fall or a spring semester, we require students to work in their location about 10 hours a week. If you're doing it in a summer, that's more compacted and you have to get in more hours than that per week to meet the requirements. We've been really blessed in our area. We've got a lot of great working professionals that help us out. And I've placed students at locally at Pike TV, at Pikeville Medical Center, in the local media outlets. And then another opportunity is the Washington Center internship. I have placed interns in the past in communication there. Kyle Collier, who now works for WYMT, did a summer internship there one summer. And currently, she's not a communication major, but we do have Jocelyn McCowan, who is interning there this spring.
Pike TV has been offering the chance to intern for about 2 years now. So we'll offer an internship per semester. We're looking for interns for both summer terms this year. I think it's important to intern because it really gives you a chance to look deeply into a particular field. One can come here with maybe a slight thought of doing something in broadcasting when they graduate without really knowing if that's what they want to do. Well, I think this is the opportunity for them to really find out if they want to do this, because they can really do whatever they want to do and delve into whatever aspect of broadcasting they're interested in. If anybody's really looking for an opportunity to learn about television and broadcasting, this is a great opportunity for them because we do offer hands-on opportunities for them. A couple of our interns have actually gone on to be working in broadcasting. The guy behind our camera, Ronnie Hilton, is a graduate of UPike, was one of our first interns, and now he's a full-time employee. We offer a variety of things the interns can do here. The interns can learn to shoot and edit video, produce, and by that I mean organize video shoots, transcribe things, also learn to work in a studio environment, how to light, how to run a camera, how to direct. So there are a lot of things the interns can do.
Interning at Pike TV was a rewarding experience where I got to meet a lot of people and get a lot of real-world knowledge and experience. I got to go see a lot of places I never would have otherwise. My responsibilities when I interned at Pike TV were to update the schedule online, do some of the social media, and then help set up shoots, and I would also go and interview people with Ronnie. I would recommend anyone that has the opportunity to be an intern, no matter where it's at, because you get a lot of experience, and you never know, it can lead to a job later on, and it's really great networking So take any opportunity you have and run with it.
Thank you, Joey. If interested, you can find internship opportunities on the job list on campus.
With the semester coming to an end, many of our athletes have wrapped up their final competitive seasons. Jaleesa Jones meets with a few of our spring sports seniors this past week to talk a little about that.
Hey, this is Jaleesa T. Jones with Bear TV Sports, and here I have a few athletes with me today.
Hi, I'm Eric Anderson and I'm on the bowling team.
I'm Brandy Hensley and I'm also on the bowling team.
I'm Lucas Oliveira. I'm from the tennis team.
Kayla Morgan, softball.
Courtney Patrick, softball.
So growing up, did you all ever think that you would even play college sports at all?
I didn't believe so, but I went to a tournament and found out about college bowling, and I continued with it.
Actually, to be honest, I first heard about the American college when I was 18, 19, and then I got pretty interested about it. So I started searching, and then I came to the United States.
Growing up, they tell you get really good at your sport and you get to play in college and get it paid for it, but I didn't actually think I was going to be one of the lucky ones that had the privilege to do it.
My junior year of high school, I knew I wanted to play softball. I just had to search around for some schools.
Speaking of searching around, how did you all get to the University of Pikeville?
I went to a bowling tournament, and Ron Dameron came up to me and asked me if I wanted to play for University of Pikeville.
I've known the assistant bowling coach, Caleb Andy, for a long time, and she kind of helped me know about the school, and then Ron recruited me.
Well, I started talking with coach. I sent him an email, but I started talking with him, so I searched about the college. I got pretty interested in the tennis team, also in the city, so that's why I came here.
My dad grew up in Eastern Kentucky, so when there was this school here, I knew I had to come visit.
I filled out a little thing online, and then Stags got a hold of me, so that's how I was informed about Pikeville.
The sports that you all play now, were they your first choices, or were some other sports in mind?
I only bowled.
I wanted to be a volleyball player, and I got hurt my finger on my throwing hand, and Dad said you can be a volleyball player or a softball player. You have to pick one, and I chose softball.
I liked volleyball, but not enough to play in college. I was dead set on playing softball.
So the senior year is normally the end of the rope for a lot of players. They normally don't play professionally. Do any of you all plan on playing professionally or coaching, or?
I don't plan on going professional. I plan on just bowling for fun in the future.
Pretty much the same. There's a few non-professional tournament tours that you can join, but not professionally.
I feel the same. I want to keep playing tournaments, but nothing professional afterwards.
I've already had the opportunity to start coaching little girls. I help coach the Mullins Middle School team, so after I would leave EPOC practice, I would go there and help coach, and then now that's all I'm doing full time.
Once I plan on graduating, I plan on going back home and starting to coach in Tennessee at some high school around where I'm from.
So what do you all plan on doing once you graduate?
I'm commissioning as a second lieutenant into the National Guard, and I plan on going to PA school after I'm done with this.
I'm probably going to start a master's degree in architecture. I just probably go back home and do it there.
I'm enrolled in the sport management program here, so I'm going to continue that and pursue the degree in sport management.
Well, I have one more year of school left. I'm entering into the education program, so after that I plan on going back home to teach and hopefully being able to coach.
So you're a little bit nervous about it? Are you excited about it?
I'm very nervous. I'm afraid that I won't be able to find a job.
I think I feel the same way. It's scary when you have to change something. The same as when you come to college, you are apprehensive about changing your environment.
I'm going to graduate in December, but I'm already feeling a little bit nervous about searching jobs or master's degree and things like this.
I'll be the first one in my family to graduate, so it's a pretty big deal for us.
I have one more year, but I'm nervous. I can't imagine what I'm going to do afterwards. I just think it's going to be hectic trying to find a job and everything.
I understand, but I do appreciate you all coming and taking your time and answering a few questions and enlightening the viewers about life after college and life after sports. So you all have a great day, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaleesa, and thank you, athletes, for all you've done for the university. We switched from focusing on the past semester to looking forward into the future. Chase now rejoins us with a special report on President-elect Dr. James Hurley.
This is a unique situation with Dr. James Hurley taking over. He's been a part of the recruiting process ever since he and Governor Patton came here. We do not anticipate many policy changes regarding admissions besides recruiting more and more students to help fill the dorm rooms, to help fill the classrooms. And that's important because the more students we have is the more programs we can offer students. And Dr. Hurley his vision is to make this the leading university of Central Appalachia, providing every opportunity that a student from this area or choosing to study in this area in Central Appalachia will receive so they can have success.
Dr. Hurley's very proactive. I mean, 9 times out of 10 when we have recruits, whether they be athletes or non-athletes on campus, Gary Justice brings them up to not only to me, but Dr. Hurley, and he gives them that same from the heart speech that, hey, I've been in your shoes, I've been on the basketball court, I know what it's like to travel in vans for 10 hours, I know what it's like to eat in the cafeteria, I met my wife here in the dorms. I mean, so he lives it, and that really, well, people your age, they believe that more than some, spiel or some slick media guide or something that says that. When you hear it from the leader of your institution, it's very, very believable to them.
It's much more than a job to him. It's a calling, and we're very, very fortunate to have a young man with all of his energy and vision and commitment to hard work that really cares about the students and the university. Hopefully I can be an inspiration to students from this area so they can realize that with the proper education, there's no limit to what they can do. Sometimes we, being from Eastern Kentucky, we downplay our opportunities. That shouldn't happen. But you have to have the education in today's world. And so I'm going to continue to go around and talk to high school students as students come to the campus to see the campus, talk to them about, one, the importance of getting a college education someplace and considering whether or not the University of Pikeville is the right college for them. I've really enjoyed this job. It's been real meaningful to me. I've had a blessed life. I've done a lot of things that have been very rewarding. But I've done nothing that's been more rewarding than being here at the University of Pikeville and seeing young people come in out of high school, maybe not as much confidence as they need, and then see them develop and mature and become confident and leave here ready to conquer the world. And that's what a college education ought to be. So for the students coming in, they have a great experience in front of them. There will be not a whole lot of change. He's been intimately involved in all the decisions that we've made and has been a great advisor to me. I think we're just switching roles. I think I can continue to be involved here at the university for hopefully a few more years. And there will come times when he will value my perspective. We don't always agree. And he certainly doesn't hesitate to let you know if he has a different opinion, which is good. But I'm extremely optimistic.
Well, I have been extremely blessed to work for such an incredible leader, in my opinion, the greatest governor that this Commonwealth has seen and may ever see. A person of compassion, a person that's very much in love with the Commonwealth. Most governors, when they retire, they leave. They leave the area or they leave the state. And Governor Patton chose to come back home, he and Judy, and I think that speaks volumes of both Judy and Paul. And what I have been able to learn over the last 4 years under Governor Patton has been invaluable. The good thing, working hand in hand with Governor Patton, we've been able to embark on these journeys together, and the growth is continual. I mean, there's a lot of things that are in place now that will not come to be for the next few years. So we see our growth as something that certainly will continue to increase. We have some new programs that we're working on now that may not come out for a year or so. So I think that growth will continue over the next 3, 4, 5 years. And then we're going to hit an infrastructure wall, if you will, because we're out of beds, we're out of seats. And then we have to start building our online capacity and the capacity in other ways. So I don't think we'll see the slowdown in growth. Certainly, I'm very progressive, so we want to make sure that we continue to grow and really maintain our level of excellency. I think we have brought the university to a position of prominence where we're a first destination for a lot of students, and that's important. I try very hard to support our students because at the end of the day, your success is our success. And we want you to be successful. When I think success, I remember as a student here, Hal Smith, President Smith, often talked to me about succession and talked to me about how to become a successful coach or a successful teacher, a successful business leader. And those are important. And so as the president, I think it's very important that I share in my experiences. I'm a young leader, so I think students would listen to what I have to say. So it's important to show our support for our students, our student athletes, our student performers. I love going and listening to our choir perform, our band perform. I think our theater department is outstanding for a school our size. So I'm just really, really proud of the products that you guys produce.
Once again, thank you, Chase. The university definitely has a bright future under leadership of Dr. Hurley. Now it's time again to take a look at the humorous side of life with Jake Cyrus in his segment, Jake on the Bridge.
Brennan, tell me, how has UPike impacted you these past few years?
Oh man, it's been a great experience. I feel I'm ready for the real world. It got me ready. Different environment, which is much needed with my field of social work. Shout out to the social work program. And I'm ready. I love it.
It's taught me a lot. You know, I've learned a lot as far as, you know, towards my major, and I've really enjoyed it.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, UPike. What are you doing this summer?
You ready for this? U.S. Air Force. I'm going to the Air Force.
That's awesome. Congratulations, buddy. What do you plan on doing this summer?
I got an internship in Lexington through UPike with the accounting department, the Lexington Legends.
Sounds pretty stout. Jake on the Bridge. This is my last episode. It's been a good ride, but it's time to let it all go. I'm gonna miss you, Pikeville. I'm gonna miss you so much.
This summer, I am going to have an internship with business in my hometown.
So I'm going to say goodbye like this. Y'all be easy, I'll be Teasley.
Thank you, Jake, for that final segment, and it will be missed next year as you leave in graduation. And that wraps up another episode of Bear TV.
For Chase Ellis and all of our staff here at Bear TV, it has been a great time bringing the news to you this semester.
Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you in the fall.